We really wanted to do something that could make a bigger impact.
We decided to take it up a notch and do something to help other people.
We wanted to see if it was possible to make a difference halfway across the world. We finally made it to Ubud Valley, Indonesia.
I'm Brooks Daroff, and this is my best friend Kenny Hayesfield.
If we go this way, this will be where we're staying with my grandma.
We started this nonprofit organization, and we've helped sponsor 10 students.
It's nice to meet you.
In Ubud, Indonesia.
We are both members of CEO for Teens. CEO for Teens stands for creating educational opportunities for teenagers.
That's kind of bridging the gap between their dreams and then making it become a reality.
It's such a happy community for how little that they have, how hard these people are working, to think that they do that for maybe $50 or $60 a month, which 5 months of work could buy a video iPod, which is what we kind of take for granted over here. It's just amazing to see them actually using their feet and to do wood carvings and actually out in the rice fields from when the sun rises to when the sun sets.
The more skills they have, the more options they have to make their lives better, which is what we're trying to provide them. So if they have English and computer skills, then that makes their lives better already. Their version of college really is only relative to maybe 10th grade over here.
Well, there were 28 kids that originally applied. Some of them heard it from the radio, some heard it from around town. And then they all met at the school one day to take a standardized test.
Question number 1.
To see where they placed. And the director basically narrowed it down to the top 12 to 15.
What are you going to do to improve your quality?
And then interviewed those students at the school.
The director's name was Wayan Rustiasa, and he was the happiest person I've ever met. I think he was just so overwhelmed with joy that we were 2 kids from America wanting to help out this small school in Indonesia halfway across the world. But the amount of money that we presented him with
Say the computer room.
blew him away in the fact that we could sponsor 10 students, or basically a full class. He was awesome the whole week, just carrying us around, translating, helping us understand and ask questions to the kids when we did home visits.
How would you make the most of it?
In the home visits, the main point was to make sure that these kids really do need the help to get to school and that their parents can't support them. What are your goals and dreams? One of the questions that we asked each kid was what they wanted, what their goals were with their lives and what they wanted to do. And a lot of the kids had a goal of starting their own business or starting an internet cafe. And one girl wanted to start a playground type of area for little kids. They just all had something in mind that they wanted to achieve. The 2 traits we were looking for in the kids basically were they had to be poor, so they actually needed the help, and they had to be really smart, so we had confidence in them. We hope that you can make the most out of the situation. And all the kids there were top 3 or 4 in their high school classes. They can't go on with their education just because they can't support it financially.
3 kids that really stuck out in my mind, besides all of them really having an impact on me, were...
So how would you make the most out of this opportunity?
Was number 1, the girl who had misshaped fingers and really didn't have any fingers at all. And she had kept hiding them from us the whole interview by sitting on them or covering them with the other hand. And all of a sudden, Wayan, the director, said something in Indonesian and translated to us, like, take a look at her fingers, she doesn't have them. Look at how much this is slowing her down. And she showed us her fingers, or what used to be her fingers. And we were both kind of just shocked because we saw how hard it was for her to get a job.
It's been difficult for her.
She was trying very hard after her senior high school year to apply for jobs, but she was getting turned down.
We decided to sponsor her.
So the main thing that she wants to get out of the scholarship is the ability to start her own business, so she doesn't have to worry about being hired by other people. She can be the one in charge.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Another student that stuck out in my mind was this big kid who lived with his mom, and he just reminded me of a kid who'd hang out in the group of friends I hang out with. Really nice kid.
And he was the kid that got the highest marks on the test. So this is a kid with a lot of potential,
but unfortunately his father died in a war over in Indonesia, so their family had been living off a pension given to them by the government. And when we awarded him the scholarship, the mom and him both broke down in tears and couldn't have thanked us more.
When you're making $80 a month to pay for your food, as well as clothing and transportation, there's no room to pay for a college, university type of education.
I want to be an English teacher.
When he got it, he finally realized that some of his dreams can come true now.
Another student that stuck out is the daughter whose dad came out of the bushes basically and said, "Sorry, I'm late. I just got done bathing." And when we left, we realized he was bathing in the stream right next to the house. And he put on his best clothes, which were ripped and torn and just holes in them. And that again put into perspective how lucky we are and how hard they still work to just get that nice of clothes. Unfortunately, we did have to say no to a couple of the students, which was heartbreaking. They just did not qualify for what we were looking for. Some of them were too well off, and others just didn't make the cut for one reason or the other.
We are very happy to have all of you here.
Basically, the banquet was a night that we planned from the beginning. Such a great night because we got to see everybody in there at their best, basically, just happy as could be.
It was just so rewarding to see what we had done and how hard we worked to see it finally pay off with all of the kids and their families in the same room, awarding the check to them. I don't think one of them let a smile go from their face one point during the night. It was almost like a dream to me. So.
Some of the kids were already starting to bond with each other, and I think that was a big moment when we realized that this class of 10 kids really fits well with each other, and each one had their own story, and it's such a fascinating class. The thing about the 10 kids that we picked is we feel confident they will definitely succeed. We just have the faith when we interviewed them that they really have their goals straightened out and they're going to do everything they can to achieve it.